Divine lotus feet of our beloved Bhagawan, respected Professor Mukundan Sir, South Zone President of Sathya Sai Baba India, Professor Dr. Anil Kumar Mulpur, Zonal Presidents, State Presidents, and other office bearers of Sathya Sai Baba organization at national, state, district and Samiti level, state medical in charges, Brother Lakshman Rao, State President of Andhra Pradesh, doctors rendering Seva through SSO India, all brothers and sisters in the medical profession, along with the friends who are on board this platform, and the IT team of Anantapur led by Sai Teja. We welcome you all once again to the session Satsang Sai Medical Doctors Cell organized by South Zone of Sathya Sai Baba India. The two previous speakers, as you all know, were Professor Dr. V. Mohan, renowned diabetologist and a Sathya Sai Central Trust member, and Dr. Narasimhan, the director of the mobile hospital, as well as the medical superintendent, Sathya Sai General Hospital, Prashanthigram. Today we do have yet another luminary of the medical profession and also a long-time devotee of our beloved Bhagawan, Dr. Anil Kumar Mulpur, Joint Director and Senior Consultant in the Department of Cardiothoracic and Vascular Surgery, Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Medical Sciences, Prashanthigram. Dr. Anil Kumar Mulpur was introduced to our beloved Bhagawan by his maternal uncle in the year 1986 as a medical student. He traveled by bus to have a visit to Patti and had the darshan of Swami, sitting in the sands of Prashanthigram with goosebumps at the first darshan. He has been the first doctor in Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Medical Sciences in the Cardiothoracic Department. He is the recipient of Sathya Sai Dhanvantari Award given by Sathya Sai Central Trust of Sathya Sai Organization India. Both his sons are alumnus of Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning. Dr. Anil Kumar's contribution to Sathya Sai Seva Organization India has been most valuable to the medical team of SSO India by giving expert medical advice and support in critical cases. On the academic front, Dr. Anil Kumar completed MBBS as well as MS General Surgery from Osmania Medical College in Hyderabad and was adjudged as the best outgoing student. He secured his MCH in Cardiothoracic Vascular Surgery from Gandhi Medical College in Hyderabad. He secured FRCS and FRCS Cardiothoracic from Edinburgh, FRCS from Glasgow. He secured his MBBS in Hospital Management. He has the unique distinction of studying medicine as well as post-graduation in management as well as law. He has been an examiner for the Royal College of Surgeons of Edinburgh. He had previously worked as a chief cardiothoracic surgeon at Sunshine Heart Institute, Sunshine Hospitals, Hyderabad, and also Narayana Hrudaya Hospitals in Hyderabad. He was named as one of the 5 most outstanding cardiac surgeons of Indian origin in the entire world by the KG Foundation, Coimbatore. He has been the recipient of, quote, Dynamic Indian of the Millennium, unquote, award. He has worked in Yorkshire Heart Centre in Leeds, United Kingdom. He is a fellow of the Indian Association as well as the European Association of the Cardiovascular Thoracic Surgeons. Formerly head of the Department of Cardiothoracic Surgery, Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Medical Sciences, Whitefield. Presently, Professor Anil Kumar is a joint director of Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Medical Sciences, Prashanthigram, as well as the senior consultant in the Department of CTVS, SSSIHMS, Prashanthigram. I have the great pleasure in inviting Professor Anil Kumar Sir to proceed with the satsang. Professor Anil Kumar Sir, Jai Sai.
Sai Ram, good evening everyone. Thank you very much Dr. Ramanohar Rao and Sri Mukundan for giving me this opportunity. It is a great pleasure talking to our colleagues because we all share the same concerns as well as our happiness as well as the sad state when we actually see a patient suffer. So we are all on the same page. Vaidya Namastubhyam Yamaraja Sahodara Yamastu Harati Pranan Vaidyo Pranan Dhananicha. It's actually a funny quote in Sanskrit. Oh, doctor, you are the brother of Lord Yama. Lord Yama will take away only the life. You take away life as well as money. That is the present status of doctor as is popularly believed by society, not just in India, anywhere in the world. The respect what medical profession has dwindled over a period of time, and today we are in this sad state of affairs. Now, what I want to do in the next 45 minutes is I'm going to talk to you about the present status of medical colleges, the medical training, both basic as well as higher medical training and surgical training in India, the challenges what we have. Because at the end of the day, all of us will have to face this day in and day out. And then I'll try to tell you about Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Medical Sciences, a few things which some of you may not know. And after that, we'll have a question and answer session. Now, some of you are very senior professionals who have seen the sad expansion on one side and decline in professional standards on the other in your own lifetime. Medical colleges are now opened everywhere and anywhere. It is actually very easy to get into medical college compared to what it was, say, 20 or 30 years ago. The number of seats have increased enormously, and just saying that India, because of we have so much of population, to say that we need X number of doctors, technically it doesn't mean that you just keep on increasing the number of medical college seats, but unfortunately that is what the governments have done successively and successfully. And what it meant is that you have got All India Institute of Medical Sciences everywhere in the country. We don't have doctors to run one All India Institute of Medical Sciences. Therefore, to fill up the post, you are taking dilute faculty, and you have got the postgraduate entrance examination whose qualification mark has been reduced to zero. That means anyone who has qualified, who has not even qualified, who has applied, can get into post-graduation. And there is an open lobbying, and resultant what you have is anyone who can go with a suitcase of money can buy any degree in our country. That is the truth. Now, why should we talk about all these negative things? Now, it is important to understand the present status because that is the status of medical care which a citizen of India is having the ability to access. Therefore, we need good doctors. We need organizations such as Sri Sathya Sai Seva organizations, which will try to get these so-called good doctors and try to extend their services both in telemedicine as well as in physical plane to these needy, poor, unaffording patients. Now, when we see the mushrooming of medical colleges, dilution of faculty, and as I said, number of doctors who are coming in, on the other hand, you also have parents who desperately want their offsprings to have a medical degree, even though there are so many colleges, even though there is so much to explore in our own country, because they cannot afford a couple of crores for an MBBS seat. They thought that we will send these children abroad to places like China and Russia. Ukraine is under war, but otherwise we have so many students in Ukraine. Now, these students, when they come back to work in India, you need to have a foreign medical graduate exam. And many of you may not know that the qualification percentage, that is, if you take 100 doctors who are coming from these countries, Philippines, China, Russia, Ukraine, 12 to 15, 12 to 15% clear this exam. That means when these doctors come, after having spent nearly 1 crore of money, rupees, they come back and they are unemployable as doctors. You cannot employ them. You cannot call them duty medical officers. They cannot take postgraduate examinations. I know of doctors who have taken 5, 6, 7, 8 attempts. They have not cleared the exam. What is the status of the mind of these doctors, so-called doctors, and their parents? So this is what is happening at one level. Because of the lack of accessibility to a quality Medicare, the poor patient is unable to get the standard quality of treatment in any of the government hospitals. In any of the government hospitals, there are no exceptions. All of them are equally hopeless. They will now knock on the doors of corporate hospitals. And corporate hospitals, I'm not saying they are bad, but their primary motive is making money. You have share price for a hospital. That means what? It is an investment. When you invest, you want to get 20% return as a shareholder. When you invest and you want to get 20% return, what will the hospital do or the chain of hospitals do which are in the business? They make money. Health is a byproduct, money is the primary aim. Whereas you expect in our health system anywhere in the world, you want delivery of health as the primary aim and money is the byproduct. It is the other way around. So the valley between inefficient, corrupt, and not even worth mentioning treatment facility of government hospital to good to extremely good corporate care, the valley is ever increased. So you will have 80% of population who is responsible for this system, because sociologists and political science specialists say you get the government which you deserve, therefore you don't have to blame because this is what you got, this is what you want, and therefore suffer. But what is happening is you can't turn your eyes away and then suffer and get out. That's the reason why more than 70 years, close to 70 years now, Swami planned a government, a general hospital in Puttaparthi. Mother Iswarama, I'm sure you all know the story. She asked for water, she asked for health, she asked for teaching, and just look at the phenomenal institutions which have come up. And there is nothing other than divinity which has achieved this. There is no question about that. Even today, I can proudly tell you that Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Medical Sciences and other hospitals in the name of Swami are the only hospitals in the world. I am repeating, are the only hospitals in the entire world where a human being can walk in and have treatment zero cost without any reference to caste, color, creed, nationality, and religion. You have money, you can go and get best treatment in best of the corporate hospitals. If you have no money, where will you go? Okay, in India, you have given a role model hospital. How about Africa? How about Pakistan? How about Ceylon? So it doesn't really matter. You are a human being. These doors are open for any human being. We don't want to know whether you are a Christian or a Hindu or a Muslim. We don't want to know whether you will believe in Sai Baba or not. This is the only place where you can walk in and get quality treatment. Very good. Now comes the whole story. Now, all of you are doing very good seva in your own places. When I say seva, if you are working in a hospital or a clinic or on your own, for the money you have taken, for the salary you have taken, for the professional fees you have taken, if you have rendered flawless service, that itself is seva. Because for the salary you have taken, if you have rendered a suboptimal quantum of work or suboptimal quality of work, then it is not seva. You are doing a disservice to profession, to mankind, and therefore you cannot be called a doctor. The reason why I'm building this argument is, though on paper we have always said that Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Medical Sciences and allied hospitals are not here to say that we will be able to wipe out the disease from the face of humanity. We are here only as a role model. That role model has been happening since the inception of Puttaparthi Super Specialty Hospital in 1991. In 2001, we had the Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Medical Sciences, Whitefield. They are doing phenomenal service, no questions, no doubts. The amount of difference which we have made to the society in general is phenomenal. Now, this has happened because of A, divine will, B, donors who have donated money to build up these institutions. There is no way you can shy away, because that is how these hospitals are built. And C, the Seva Dal who are coming from nooks and corners of our country and are working here, Swami himself, he mentioned, they are the backbones of the hospital. Can you believe it? Without Seva Dal, you will not be able to achieve and deliver what we have been achieving and delivering over the last 3 decades. Seva Dal is singularly responsible for donation of blood, for doing service without any pay, 24/7, with full commitment that you will never be able to get. That is one of the unique features of this avatar. Rama, Krishna, Jesus, Prophet Muhammad, Guru Nanak. Where is social service which is given the topmost slot as spiritual sadhana? Nowhere else. Nowhere else did an avatar come to uplift so many people, and there is no mantra, there is no meditation. He says, work, work, and work. I have been working like this, you also work. There is no Sunday, there is no holiday, there is no errand leave, there is no casualty. Once in a way, you may find people who will say, oh, you are very blessed. You are able to do heart surgery in Swami's hospital. One of the days in Thoughts for the Day, it is written, which is important for all the doctors who are in Sathya Sai Seva organizations. God looks only at your enthusiasm to serve. God looks only at your enthusiasm to serve and your selfless service. Swami goes on to explain, saying, చెప్పులు కుట్టే వాడికి వాడి సేవయే అధికము, ప్రైమ్ మినిస్టర్ కి వాని సేవయే అధికము. భగవంతుడికి చెప్పులు కుట్టేవాడా ప్రైమ్ మినిస్టర్ అని చూడడు. ఏ విధమైన కుతూహలముతోటి, ఏ విధమైన ఆనందముతోటి, ఏ విధమైనటువంటి నిస్వార్థముతోటి నీవు సేవ చేస్తున్నావు అనేది మాత్రమే భగవంతుడు చూస్తాడు. వాట్ డస్ ఇట్ మీన్? A fellow who is a cobbler is also doing service. Prime Minister is also doing service. For Prime Minister, the service of his may be very great. For cobbler, his service is very great. God is not going to look at whether your service is at cobbler level or Prime Minister level. He's only going to see what? Enthusiasm. And second is, are you having selfless, motiveless service or not? That is a very important thing. Now, you may have mixed information about Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Medical Sciences. I am able to speak with first-hand information about the mobile hospital, about the general hospitals, and about the Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Medical Sciences. So one is at grassroots level, you may call it as primary care. The other two, which are the general hospitals, you can call it as secondary care. The so-called Institute of Higher Medical Sciences specialties, which are called tertiary care. Now, what is your role in this? Please pay attention. You are all doctors, specialists, working in various areas. What is your role in Sri Sathya Sai Medicare. Definitely, every Samiti will have its own medical camps. In medical camps, you will lose quite a bit of time because I have done medical camps and I know how hectic they are. You will have to travel, you will have to sit down, you will have to have discomfort at a physical level. You may not have fan, you may not have electricity. You will have hundreds of patients. Hundreds of patients. There is no death for patients. So whatever be the ambient temperature, the ambient discomfort, all of you are doing your own job, which you will do, which is Ihamuna Sukimpa, Hemataraka Vidya, Paramuna Sukimpa Brahma Vidya. The Hemataraka Vidya, what we have learned, is the art of medicine or art of surgery, and on that we make a living. Why should we not admit it? Now, when we are doing it, apart from that, when it comes to such as Seva organizations, I would expect that some of you are doing medical camps. In medical camp, you will go, you may be a cardiac surgeon sitting, but that fellow will come with scabies, somebody else will come with a loose tooth, somebody will come with diminished vision and cataract, which you can see with your naked eyes, and so on. You are expected to see those patients, and there is a process where we handhold them and make sure that every state, every Samiti has got its own way of referring these patients to specialists, getting operated, getting treated, and sending these people back to their own communities. Very good. You also have mobile camp where interiors, the doctors are going in, identifying general health problems, eye problems, ENT problems, dental problems. They are able to give treatment then and there, follow medications, and come back. Very good. Now, the general hospital in Puttaparthi does about 100 deliveries. I'll just give you examples of some departments. So, obstetrics and gynecology department in Sri Sathya Sai General Hospital does about 100 deliveries. Then, Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Medical Sciences Cardiothoracic Surgery, which is my department, we do about 100 heart operations a month. The counterpart, Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Medical Sciences Whitefield, also does 100 heart operations per month. Some months it may be more, some months it may be less, but more or less we are talking about 1,000 to 1,200 heart operations per hospital. Now, if you see any other model other than Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Medical Sciences, and you see what are the departments which are available for which there are doctors, you will understand that these doctors are doing the number of cases which no other doctor will be able to do in this world. I'm not boasting. That is how true it is. In other words, the number of specialists is less for various reasons, and that is where you will come into picture. I'll talk about it shortly. So the number of specialists who are able to deliver is always less, and you will have a plethora of patients who are knocking on your door. Somewhere around 2005, when I was working as head of the Department of Cardiothoracic Surgery in Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Medical Sciences, Whitefield, Indian Institute of Management, Ahmedabad, has asked for a representation of our hospitals to be a part of a program which they had, where public trust hospitals, private hospitals, government hospitals, policy makers, they all will come to Indian Institute of Management in Ahmedabad and will showcase what they are doing. Now, I had the good fortune of working with Dr. Safai, the then director, and he called me one day and he said, I am unable to go to this meeting. Can you take up, because I know you'll do justice. So I have taken the help of our own staff and we have given a phenomenal presentation. Arvind was working with me as perfusionist at that time, and we have done a phenomenal presentation. Now, in that phenomenal presentation, we have done some analysis. In that analysis, we found that if a new patient is coming with valvular heart disease to see Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Medical Sciences, and we are going to add his name to the existing waiting list, his turn will come for surgery in 200 years. That means Sathya Sai Avatar is over. There is a gap. Prema Sai Avatar is over. After that, it is likely that he will get a call for getting operated in this hospital. 200 years. So, with great difficulty, what we have done is we started writing in the discharge summaries when patient comes to outpatient clinic that, look, you need this operation. You are unlikely to get your turn in the near future. Please go ahead and get operated elsewhere. It was very difficult for us to accept that we are unable to serve these patients because of sheer volumes. So people had to come to realize the realities of life and they started accepting this. Otherwise, we were not committing this on paper. So we started committing on paper. So look, yes, we do free service. We have overwhelming list. Therefore, we don't want you to die waiting for the operation. Go elsewhere and get it. Recently, I'm sure some of you would have worked to get us some data about a project. So through All India President, we have requested every state president to disseminate and find out how many of the so-called 86,000 people are waiting for surgery are alive. Are they alive? Some of them have they died. Some of them have got operated somewhere else. Some of them are still waiting for operation. We don't know. So we cleaned up data, and to be honest with you, that exercise was futile from my point of view. I have not been able to clean up that so-called 86,000 patients waiting list. So what we have done now, this is for your information, that more or less both hospitals have gone live, as in you come, you get your paperwork done, and within a few days to weeks, you will get your operation slot, and it will be done free of cost, obviously. Now, this is important because if you have patients, you don't have to put them away saying that, no, I don't want you to go to Puttaparthi because there's a huge waiting list. It is not correct. We are able to offer surgery for patients who are deserving, as in somebody who has got a left main obstruction of coronary artery. He comes today, I'll operate on him tomorrow, unless he has got quite a bit stout dose of antiplatelets circulating in his body. So, if you take a specialty of nephrology, which was originally there in this hospital in Puttaparthi, this hospital has done about 80 transplants, and because of various reasons, that department was closed under allegedly Swami's guidance, because some fool has written something about the hospital in newspaper about kidneys, Sathya Sai hospital stealing kidneys and all that nonsense. But what it meant was that I've got a urology department, I don't have nephrology department. The reason why I am opening out my heart is this is the only opportunity where I will have access to all of you, where you have your undivided attention on knowing the realities of what we are doing. There are people who are ready to invest, and Central Trust is ready to take up expansion, and I can have a nephrology unit here in no time. Who is going to look after these patients? That means I need a nephrologist. Now, if you are all having pen and paper to your hand, please make a note of what I'm going to say, and I'm sure this recording will be available later for you. Number one, anesthesiologists. Number two, radiologists. Number three, cardiologists. Number four, urologists. These are eternally in shortage in Swami's hospital because we do not have anesthetists, etc. And other thing which I want to write down is general surgeons, general medicine specialists, obstetrician gynecologists are urgently needed in the hospital. Now, what happens is we will have 1 million reasons why we are unable to come to Puttaparthi. Not one reason. It is not sufficient for all of you to say, Swami has built this model hospital, good work is going on, Central Trust is spending so much money, many patients are getting better and going away. We all know that. But what is your contribution? Dr. Ram Mohan Rao is there in this meeting. He is coordinating. All you have to do is spread this word of need that Sathya Sai hospitals in general need more anesthetists, cardiologists, radiologists, obstetric gynecologists, then general surgeons and general physicians. Now, general surgery and general physician, that it has become slightly extinct species. Reason? After MD General Medicine, 8 out of 10 people want to do super specialization. After general surgery, 9 out of 10 they want to do super specialization. So what it meant is you have got super specialists. There are no general surgeons, there are no general physicians. There is paucity of good general physician, good general surgeon everywhere in the country. Such as Institute of Higher Medical Sciences is no exception. Now here is where, instead of singing bhajans, going to medical camps at primary level, specialists in you, please ask yourselves, what can we do to circumvent this problem as a long-term solution? If I am going to give an advertisement that I want cardiologists, no one is going to even apply. And if they apply for various reasons, they are not going to be here for a long time. If they are not going to be here for a long time, I cannot run the show at a human level. Swami is running the show, but this is the truth. So, homework to you is popularize Swami's hospital. If you want any audio material, videos, etc., our PRO will supply. You please spread the word that we are in the need of the specialties which I have mentioned. Now, for various reasons, as I said, specialists into the categories what I have mentioned may not be able to come immediately and work in Bhagawan's hospitals. Fair enough. Successfully, about 60 or 70 dental surgeons, they ran a successful plan of weekly rota for general hospital. That means I'm a dental surgeon. I give my name. I am pledging 1 week in 1 year. That week I'll come. It's like a duty rota. I am here November 10th to November 17th. I don't go to darshan. I will do my duty. I will be operating, do whatever, my dental OP. And if I've got time in the evening, I will go to darshan. But what it meant was, you are now having a model where, with likes of Ravi Dabir and others who have really helped the dental unit to come up, what it meant was, you now have a rota. You don't need now, you're not going to get dentists. You need more than what we have, for example. Then you have got some extra people who are coming in. Individually, they think I'm going to just stay here for 1 week out of 52 weeks. But then 52 people meant that every time there is a dental surgeon. Now, when I am saying I am having shortage of anesthetists, are you telling me that as South Zone doctors, you cannot give me 52 anesthetists? I can't believe it. Now, the same question I have asked All India President as well. And he has organized one Zoom meeting. And I don't know how many of you may not have been there because it was like a state president level. So I had 30 state presidents, All India President. And I asked them the same thing. Anesthetists, cardiologists, radiologists, general physicians, general surgeons. Now, why am I making a big noise about this? It is our combined duty. When I say combined, the people who had the chance of coming here and serving, and those who are serving elsewhere, but who know the philosophy of Swami, that it is the combined duty of ours. What is it? We have to run this place. Now, do not tell me it is Swami who is running this place. Absolutely correct. It is Swami who is running this place. I quote, Anta Swami చూసుకుంటారు అంటారు వీరు. అట్లా అంత స్వామి చూసుకుంటే మిమ్మల్ని ఎందుకు పెట్టేది అక్కడ? Unquote. Swami has very clearly mentioned, don't say Swami is going to look after these hospitals. If that is true at a spiritual level. If that is the case, why have I given opportunity to you? Is the question posed by the avatar. If anyone wants, I can send the audio clip in which he was actually not happy. ఈ సంస్థలు, again I am quoting Swami, quote, ఇన్ని కోట్ల రూపాయలు పెట్టి ఇన్ని సంస్థలు నిర్మించినాము, దీనిని భవిష్యత్తులో ఎవరు చూసుకుంటారు? అందరూ కబుర్లు చెప్పేవారే ఉన్నారు, దర్శనంలో మొదటి లైన్ కోసం కాంపిటీషన్ గా వస్తారు. వీరికి మొదటి లైన్ లో కూర్చునే అర్హత లేదు. నేను రేపు పొద్దున నుంచి ఒక్కొక్కరిని ఎత్తి అవతల పారేస్తాను. Unquote. This is very painful for me to hear, and to all of us. For those of you who have not understood what Swami said in Telugu, he said, there is a big rush saying that I am a doctor, I am serving here, to sit in the front line of darshan. They do not deserve that first line. Tomorrow onwards, I am going to throw them out. Meeku ishtam lekapothe resign chesi pondi. Can you believe it? Swami said, if you can't deliver, get out. వేరే వారికి కొంచెం ఛాన్స్ ఇవ్వండి. Please make place for somebody else. Don't occupy that place. And he compared these people to bats. గబ్బిలాల మాదిరి ఇక్కడనే కూర్చొని పట్టుకొని వేలాడుతున్నారు. My intention in today's meeting is to speak from the bottom of my heart what is the truth and why all of you should resolve, because without your help, we are going nowhere. Similarly, in the entire state, are you telling me that you can't have 52 anesthetists for working in Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Medical Sciences and General Hospital in Puttaparthi? If that is the truth, we have to be ashamed of ourselves. I'm sorry to say this. If we are unable to mobilize 52 anesthetists in the entire country and create one rota, what sort of seva are we doing? We have to be ashamed of ourselves. Therefore, popularize what Swami's hospitals are doing. Again, Central Trust will always have finite amount of resources. I am telling you today, openly, on record, that it is not the question of Central Trust not having reserves for getting these doctors. We are not getting doctors. And therefore, I am proposing a win-win situation. What is that win-win situation? Not only South Zone, you try to contact, send this to everyone, the entire North Zone, East Zone, South Zone, Central Zone, whatever zones you have, within India, send it abroad, from Europe. I want anesthetists, I want cardiologists, I want radiologists, I want obstetrics, gynecologists. From our side, it is open. When I say open, as long as you are qualified and we have got your credentials, we will say that all of you are honorary consultants. You don't have to take special permissions every time you come here. Your basic facilities are here, as in your accommodation is taken care of. You are here, you come and serve. There, for that 1 week, you please come and do anesthesia in general hospital. With that, what it means is the handful anesthetists who are there in super specialty hospital are unable to concentrate on super specialty hospital work and general hospital work because of sheer lack of numbers of trained anesthetist hands. So if you have got any anesthetists amongst the participants today or your friends, you contact, you make one database. Depending on the number, all right, you are unable to come. You are able to support all of you, X number of anesthetists, which I will get, not necessarily from South Zone, from all zones. Let us say you are able to support only for 6 months out of 1 year. Doesn't matter. Half of my burden you have taken. You don't have to be a specialty anesthetist. You don't have to be a neuro anesthetist. Come here, look after the patient in general hospital. For the 100 deliveries which are taking place, you give basic airway management. There are patients who are coming in emergency 24/7. One of the biggest problems which Narasimhan's team is facing is we do not have people who have airway management skills in general hospital. This is the first time I am openly exposing the reality with the sole intention. I am unable to sleep. When Swami said, we have got these institutes and who is going to look after, I cannot sleep. And therefore, let us put in our efforts, and yes, Swami will do his bit. But from our side, these are the specialties which I have mentioned any number of times. You will need them. You can come for 3 days, come for 3 days in 1 year. You can come for 1 day, you come for 1 day. You can come for 1 week, you come for 1 week. The larger the pool of anesthetists, cardiologists, nephrologists, I can start a department if I have got a nephrologist. One nephrologist, I'm ready to start 10 machines. I can get technician, I can't get nephrologist. So once we have, see, if I want Central Trust to think of starting a new department, I should do a bit of homework. It's not the question of money. Money is last. Who is going to run the department? A donor to donate 10 dialysis machines, it can be done in 5 minutes. With Swami's grace. Who is going to run? Who is going to service? Who is going to be the technicians? Who is going to be the doctor? Patients, the moment I said dialysis facility is available, there will be queue from here to Dharmavaram every day, morning. That is the burden of disease. Now, I am not trying to be over enthusiastic and say, because I know it's a role model hospital. But at the same time, in that role model hospital for the existing facilities to run, I need your help. If I want to establish another department, I need your help. Without this, I don't want this place to run. Swami has started some hospital, some doctor is coming, some treatment we are giving, some patients are getting better, some are dying. General hospital will get unbelievable number of snake bites. Now, if you all are in the wrong impression, Puttaparthi, Gollapalli, there are so many snakes, but never they have harmed human beings. All that cock and bull stories you forget. Almost on a daily basis, we have a snake bite case in Puttaparthi. Can you believe it? Almost on a daily basis, we have snake bite cases in Puttaparthi. So why am I talking about snake bites? The moment any of these patients require ventilation, we are putting a burden from general hospital to transfer this patient to Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Medical Sciences. In the Institute of Higher Medical Sciences, I don't have wherewithal to look after snake bite. If my anesthetist is going to, all his energy is going to spend on snakes and scorpions, what about the regular work for which I have got the cath lab, operation theaters, urology, cardiothoracic surgery, and so on. Anesthetist has got only 24 hours. Therefore, those of you who are into emergency medicine, those of you who are into anesthesia, your services are needed. Please list out, take responsibility, expand the pool, have one central contact. It can be Ramohan Rao, it can be Anil Kumar, it can be any one of you. But basically, if you share that information, we will help and have one sort of a rota. You please come. Uninformed, if you want to come, absolutely no problem. Uninformed, I don't know, drop from sky tomorrow and say I'm an anesthetist. We'll use your services somewhere. Yes, I've got specialty, fine. But when I'm going to open the doors, I have to be careful about who can deliver what. The last thing I want is absolute dilution of standards and patients' morbidity and mortality, which is ascribable to this opening of the floodgates. That's not what I'm having in mind. What I have in mind is those of you whose credentials we can check, whose degrees and qualifications we can check, who are all already working in some other hospitals. It is international submission to all of you that please popularize whatever I have told you this night, and please come and take part in the actual work. Why did I call it as win-win situation? You have a very good corporate job. For various family reasons, professional reasons, financial reasons, you are unable to come here. No problem. You do that. 50 weeks. 2 weeks you come and do Seva here in Sathya Sai hospitals. That is enough for me. That is win situation for you. It is a win situation for the hospital because I am not getting people. By giving advertisements in Sanatana Sarathi, by giving advertisements on our website, we are getting nowhere, and therefore I request all of you to do this, where we will be able to enlist different specialties. There is somebody who is coming from surgical oncology who is ready to do very good quality work in general hospital. Who is going to give anesthesia? If for anesthesia, if I am going to send someone deputed from super specialty hospital, who will run the anesthesia service in super specialty hospital? So that's the reason why you may find out which day a particular surgeon is coming here. And if you are able to come on that day, my problem is solved. And then we'll have less burden on the existing facilities and existing manpower. Always, as you know, if you want to have quality medicine, you need to have first infrastructure. Swami has given more than enough infrastructure. I don't know how many of you know, the land area of Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Medical Sciences is 104 acres. When Swami wanted to build a hospital free, he doesn't have to go for grandeur, but he has gone for grandeur because that is his avatar. 104 acres. Beautiful building. Those of you who have not seen, please come. I'll make arrangements for you to see. Spend half a day in the hospital, you know what I'm talking about. With a residential campus. Infrastructure is there. Machinery is there. Manpower, that is not there. It is there, but it can be better. In some departments, it is rudimentary in some departments. It is limping in some departments. I have no shame to admit this because that is the truth. And I'm not saying anything to denigrate any system because Sathya Sai Central Trust is no different from us. They are there administering, but at the end of the day, it is our hospital. All of us should think it is our hospital. It is our Swami's hospital. And therefore, please give extreme importance to the points which I have made. And let us hope by centenary celebrations next year, I'm not saying please wait for November 22 of 2025. By that time, let us have all these issues resolved to a large extent. That is about requirement. Then, when it comes to sending patients, you don't have to do anything. You can take online appointment and you can send. If there is an emergency, don't even wait. Send the patient. We'll try to do our best. Now, if you want us to do better, you also have to join because I've got theaters, I've got intensive care unit beds. Some of you who are into nursing, or some of you who are part of nursing schools, you can send their interns to us. You can send nurses to us for training. If you are into postgraduate education, you can send your postgraduates to us. If you are into Being a head of the department of some departments like anesthesia or cardiology, you can spend your specialist hours. But basically make sure that they'll be able to have a good hands-on skills to render these services here. If they are coming in a training mode, no problem. All you have to tell is that he's in a training mode. We have got supervision which we can give organized, and that is what I meant by having a win-win situation in the medical care. I know that all of you are doing extremely great service. I am not even contesting that for a second. What you are all doing, to take one Sunday off for a medical camp is not fun. You will have your own family pressures, you will have your own professional pressures, but still you are able to do, hats off to you. But the idea of this meeting was to tell you the other side of the coin. Front, beautiful. We are doing 100 heart operations. We are doing 100 deliveries. And we have got a research which is there between General Hospital, Mobile Hospital, Super Specialty Hospital, and Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning. All of these things, as I said, infrastructure is there, machinery is there, manpower is what is needed. This can be good training institutes. This can be good hospitals where we can hold conferences. So any one of you who wish to take part in the organization of conference also, we can have a permanent committee, because we have got resources which are unused. The Sai Hira Foundation, the auditoriums what we have are out of the world, but then we have to use it. So in summary, what I thought I wanted to tell you was the situation of medical education in the country has gone to dogs. There is no hope in the near future that will come anywhere close to average expectations. Therefore, to get doctors has become even more difficult. The medical education in our country is for a sale. You can establish medical colleges if you have money. You can buy MD obstetrics gynecology or MD radiology seat if you have got 3 crores in your pocket. It doesn't matter, even you don't have to qualify for NEET, we'll give you. That is the sad state of affairs. That is one side. Therefore, I don't have good doctors. I'm not having good trainees. Therefore, future is going to be bleak. To run the show in the background of that, to the satisfaction of Central Trust, to the satisfaction of ourselves, our conscience, and through that, Swamis, is the model which I gave you. It is a win-win situation. You don't have to resign to your jobs and come. And don't come here when you are 75 years old, where you can't hear, you can't see. That's not the time where you want to come and serve. You are a burden. I'm sorry to use the word. Therefore, you come when you are able to deliver goods. How? I'm not asking you to resign your job. You be in your corporate hospital, take corporate salary. 2 weeks you come here, 50 weeks you work there. Over. And if such people are 52 in any specialty, that means the entire specialty, without expenditure from Central Trust point of view, I'm able to get specialists. For you, just 2 weeks is no big deal, and patients will get benefited 24/7 into 365. That is the model which I want Mr. Mukundan, Ram Manohar to popularize amongst doctors who are all there. Many more are supposed to join this meeting for various reasons. They have not come. So this recording, I'm sure our team will send to as many doctors as possible. If you all work together, and we will all work together, we can make this a sustainable model. Swami said, this is going to run for 1,000 years. We just can't say, Swami will take care. Yes, it is true, Swami will take care. We need to put in our efforts. And that is where I wanted to tell you, though some of my words may have been bitter, that's not my intention. My intention was to tell you the truth. Truth is always bitter. My intention was to give you truth. And therefore, if I tell you, see, at the end of the day, you are all sitting and then seeing in what way can I help hospital. Nobody has told you so far. My intention was to tell you. You may have heard bits and pieces which may or may not be true. But now I have given you, exposed the present situation, departments where I need help, such that we can run this place in a much better manner. In general, I can tell we own this. This is our hospital. This is our trust. This is our premises. This is our Prashanthigram. And therefore, you have both rights and responsibilities. It is like coming to your mother's place. This is your mother's place. You come. That is your right. At the same time, you have a responsibility. Yes, enjoy your rights, but please come, share your responsibilities as well, and let us make sure that the so-called program, which is so dear to Swami, will flourish and will be able to take this movement forever. We continue to motivate youngsters and make sure that some of them will come back. Never ever, and there is another disease in the families of doctors, what I have seen. Many doctors, they want to discourage their children from becoming doctors. What a shame. If all of you discourage your own children from becoming doctors, who is going to become a doctor? Who is going to take care of you when you are old? So don't do that. At the same time, let your 16-year-old daughter or son not come to medicine for the fantasy, for a stethoscope, for a white apron. Tell them that it is a lifelong commitment. Money is a byproduct. If you want money, do not enter medicine as a profession. If you want to value smiles, please do. If they themselves they say, yes, I want to take a medicine, for God's sake, don't discourage. In fact, encourage. If somebody says, I want to take CEC, I want to take MPC, you say, if they have got potential. But yes, warn them upfront that it involves sustained hard work for a long time. But that is something which will make our Lord happy and which will make our own redemption much easier. So I'm going to stop there, and I would be happy to take any questions, and we will hope the message will go straight to most of the specialists, and I hope there'll be some positive response with which we can take these things further. Sairam.
Sairam, this is the time for discussion. And if there is any point for clarification, Dr. Anil Kumar sir is with us. Please do that. Thank you, Sairam.
Sairam sir, can I ask my question?
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, I am not a specialist. First of all, I'm just an MBBS graduate, sir.
Yes, yes.
Sir, is there any use of MBBS graduates in our hospitals, like both in
Yes.
general hospital and in
Yes.
medical science?
Yes, absolutely. Very good question. I'm sure once you record this, the same message can go to several doctors. MBBS doctor, who is at the bottom of the pyramid, is the backbone for any hospital. For looking at a patient round the clock, for documentation, and also for treatment, you are the interface between a specialist and a patient or patient's family. Therefore, yes, you are definitely needed. Even so-called doctors, you have made a good point actually. MBBS doctors also, if you are able to make one pool and come here as DMOs, you would do a great service in both places. For example, if there are people who would come and say, I'm going to do 2 weeks of service in super specialty hospital as MBBS, of course, we have got plenty of work for you. When you do that, it will be useful for your own progress as well as to the hospital. Answer is yes.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much, sir. I would like to ask one more question, like how to approach, or can we form a group or committee to let this matter know to everybody? Like there are many MBBS graduates. Like it's a 1.5 year process until the PG counseling is done and they get into their respective colleges.
Correct. Yes.
So in the meanwhile, everybody is very free. They are waiting. They are looking for many services. I myself know some 10 to 11 of my friends who like to do service, but they don't have any opportunity.
Right.
So if we have some if we have some notice or any like instructions when we can come, so whom to approach and all in a systemic manner, we can get more people into service, I think, sir.
Director PG, that means Director of Prashanthigram. all small letters. DIRECTOR, Director PG, as in Prashanthigram, at SSSIHMS, Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Medical Science. That is SSSIHMS.org.in. I repeat, Director PG at SSSIHMS.org.in is our Prashanthigram Director's office email ID, right? And Director WFD, that is Whitefield. PG is Prashanthigram, WFD is Whitefield. At same SSSIHMS.org.in is the Whitefield Hospital's Director's office email. So just send your resume to this email. It will be answered. That will definitely be coming to one of us, and we'll be able to have. We have got academic cell. They will be more than happy to coordinate all this information. And as you rightly said, in 1.5 years where you are losing time for postgraduate counseling, please come here and work in department of your choice. You want to do MD obstetrics gynecology? Come. They are doing 100 deliveries. When will you learn? By the time you join your PG, you will be ready to do normal deliveries, episiotomies, closure, and all these steps of lower segment cesarean section. Why don't you come and do it? You want to work in, ultimately you want to become a cardiologist. Come and work in cardiology straight away as MBBS doctor. General medicine, emergency, we need doctors. And therefore, you are more than welcome to come. You can popularize it to your friends. Please come. I have given you email ID and you can official email ID. And therefore, you can come and we are more than happy to make sure that you will academically progress as well. That is another part of my saying win-win situation. It's not that we'll use you as a pair of hands. No. There are training programs here. There are 6-year training programs in cardiothoracic surgery. There is a 3-year DNBR post MD General Medicine training program in cardiology, anesthesiology, ophthalmology. And therefore, you can come in whatever specialty you wish to take. Once you get selection, you can come and start working. And that should be helpful for you once you join the course to take off at a higher level in the platform, and you will do much better.
Thank you, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes.
In fact, Dr. Renu was signed for the medical camp for Dr. Anil Kumar. She's coming for the first time.
Yeah.
For the birthday medical
Sure.
camp, she signed and she'll be coming for the birthday
Very good.
camp.
I'll be more than happy to meet people like her. We can show them, first of all, what hospitals are, what theaters are, what ICUs are. We need people and you will do really well.
Sir, sorry, sir, Ramohan, sir. I wish I could come, but exactly on the same date, NEET PG counseling they announced recently, sir. Very recently.
No problem.
No problem. Please go ahead. That is Swami's blessing for you, madam. Please.
No problem. But as I say, this is not one day. This is a lifetime opportunity. Wherever you are, let us say you join. We pray that you will join a good post graduation of your choice. You have some time. You have 1 week. You have 1 weekend. Come here. This is your place. This is your and our hospital. So you come here and walk in. As I said, this is your right. Walk in. Let us know. We'll take care of your accommodation. You come here, learn, become better, and then we are here to teach. We are here to teach documentation, consenting. There are so many things which you have to learn.
Definitely, sir.
Any other questions?
Hello, sir.
Yes,
Sai Ram.
Sai Ram.
I am retired from the armed forces.
Yes, sir.
And after 32 years.
Yes.
And I'm not a specialist.
Yes, sir.
And I have worked many institutes and as a director also.
Yes, sir.
But even now, I have a desire to serve Swami.
Please.
I do not know at this age if I can do it because I am staying in Delhi, Dwarka.
Sir.
And I do not, I cannot travel also much because of my physical problems.
Yes.
But I have a desire to work because with Swami I was associated for many years. I was going to Puttaparthi and I have heard his talk and many things there. And I am impressed by his literature, what I bought from the shop from there. And only thing is, at this age, what I can contribute, I do not know, because
Sir,
I want to.
I know you are very emotional about this. We all love you. You have done already a great service in armed forces. Serving armed forces is not a joke, which you have successfully done for a long time. Health permitting, we'll all pray for you. You come for one day, you come for 1 week. You can sit in the outpatients, you can counsel. So don't think that you will not, you're an old man and you are not fit to do. There is work for everyone in this hospital. Once you are here, we'll sit across the table and see what are all the things you can do. We'll make sure that we will respect your age and give you only that work which is commensurate to your age and your physical ability. And as I say, if there is nothing, evening you go and enjoy the bhajan. Please come.
साई राम, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद.
Sir,
मैं कोशिश करूंगा, मेरे साथ कोई आएगा तो
आइए
मैं
सर,
उसके
आइए
साथ
आइए
आऊंगा.
और ऐसे लोगों को लाइए और हम लोग साथ करेंगे. ये हमारा हॉस्पिटल है, हमारा प्रशांति निलय है, हम लोग मिलकर काम करेंगे.
बहुत बहुत. मैं तो काम कर
डॉक्टर
चुका हूँ
साहब,
वैसे प्रशांति लैब में, हॉस्पिटल में, सुपर स्पेशलिटी हॉस्पिटल में सेवा में आया था, तो मेरी ड्यूटी
बस
लगी थी
आइए सर,
कार्डियोलॉजी.
आइए. 1000 चीज कर सकते हैं आप, बिल्कुल आइए. देयर आर सो मेनी थिंग्स व्हिच यू कैन डू. प्लीज कम.
Doctor, I have one question, doctor. What is
Yes.
the minimum number of days that you would want any general practitioner or a doctor to come to Puttaparthi for Seva?
Yeah. Now, to be honest with you, there is no fixed number. If let us say there is an anesthetist, they can come. They have only 1 day, have a couple of patients, anesthetist, go back, no problem. Now, if you say there has to be some sort of a figure where you come here, you may be traveling. For example, our preceding doctor said he is from armed forces. He's an elderly man. You come here, you want to pull off your heels, as we say. Come here for a week, if it is possible. You have a vacation, come here for a month. You are coming from abroad, come here for 3 weeks. Doesn't matter. So minimum is half a day. You come here, no problem. Half a day, you can work in general hospital, in anesthesia department or emergency department or whatever you can. That is the reason
Even
why I
PG
said,
students can
if I
come?
do the
Even PG
background work
students?
of credentialing, that is, I know somebody, already we have been through their papers. Already we have seen their papers. Already we have recorded. We have got a HR file for them as an honorary consultant or honorary doctor. Then when you come next time, we are not scratching our heads on who you are. You also know what it is about. And straight away you will, land into your zone of comfort and you'll be able to serve the hospital.
Yeah. So they can come. PG students also can come for 2-3 days.
Yes, they can come for
And
example,
what do you
postgraduates.
do normally after they work for 3 days? Would you give them a letter of appreciation or something?
Yes, of
Which
course,
can add to their curriculum as well?
absolutely. We can give them a letter of appreciation. We can write to their deans. We can ask their deans to come. As I say, this is sky is the limit. They can come here. We will officially say that they have taken part in the hospital work. They can go back. It will be very good on the curriculum vitae, because these days, whenever we are screening people for higher posts, we want to see what is their social engagement, what is their social quotient, what is their emotional quotient. If they are able to take 3 days off from their busy schedule when they're postgraduate students and are able to come and work here, it will definitely add on to their CV. And more importantly, it will mean that hospital on that day has got some benefit. Patients have benefit. You see 4 patients, you see 10 patients. That is, you are taking load off the outpatient. So doesn't matter whether you are MBBS, doesn't matter you are doing PG. Suppose you are doing PG anesthesia. Please come and straight away do cardiac anesthesia, because we are going to give you chances. And over a period of time, once you become qualified, once in a while you come down in a week, show as a part of your gratitude program, come back and take part in the hospital activities, and that's the way to go forward.
Thank you, Dr. Mulpur. Thank you so much.
Sai Ram. Any other questions, comments, queries, criticisms?
అన్న నేను సాయికృష్ణ మాట్లాడుతున్నా అన్న. ఇది మనం మెడికల్ కాలేజ్ కూడా ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ తీసుకెళ్ళొచ్చు అంటారా? ఇప్పుడు పీజీ
Please.
స్టూడెంట్స్ వచ్చి 3 days వర్క్ చేస్తే మనం అప్రిషియేషన్ లెటర్ ఇస్తున్నాం కదా,
ఇస్తాం.
అది
అంతేకాదు,
కెన్
ఇప్పుడు
వి
మీకు ఫర్
టేక్ ఇట్
ఎగ్జాంపుల్,
టు ద కాలేజ్?
absolutely you can take. So what I am trying to say is, let us say you have got general medicine postgraduate, general surgery postgraduate, obstetrics gynecology postgraduate, dermatology postgraduate, emergency medicine postgraduate. రావచ్చు ఇక్కడికి. They can come here, work for a short period. They can take part in the individual departments. We'll give a letter of attendance, appreciation, whatever. We'll give a beautiful certificate. They can go back.
Yeah. So Anil, just another question. Same question. I'm continuing with Sai Krishna. Is
Yes,
suppose we reach out to a medical college, they
yes.
leave a official letter from the
Sorry, official letter from?
medical, SSSIHMS, that we are looking for support in this. So would you be able to send postgraduate students for a rota of 4 days or 5 days? Would you be able to give such letters?
Of course, yes, no problem.
Okay, done. Thank you.
Yeah.
Sir,
Okay,
kindly
okay, thank
identify, sir, the person with Sai Krishna, kindly identify. Sai Krishna,
Anna, Sairam sir.
the other gentleman has not identified himself. We know
Gopi
you.
Krishna, Gopi Krishna.
Are Gopi Pidatala.
He doesn't need introduction, he doesn't need
Yeah,
identification.
exactly.
No, really, we can really work out, with medical colleges on that front. That is what my thought is.
See,
We should
if you've
start
got
working on that.
medical colleges, as I say, I have told you any number of times the specialties. వాళ్ళ దగ్గర అసిస్టెంట్ ప్రొఫెసర్స్ ఉంటారు, క్వాలిఫికేషన్ అయిపోయిన వాళ్ళు ఉంటారు, సీనియర్ రెసిడెంట్స్ ఉంటారు. పంపించమంటే వాళ్ళని మాకు పంపిస్తే మా మా పని నడుస్తుంది ఇక్కడ.
Thank you. We'll work on that. Yeah, perfectly well. Right.
Thank you. Any more comments, brothers, sisters?
Sairam,
Yeah.
actually, part of our district residency program, we are sending PGs to the district hospital.
Yes,
At
ma'am.
least every 3 months, they keep rotating.
Yes.
If there is a suggestion that when we can actually post the same PGs for a week or
Absolutely,
so,
madam.
that will
Absolutely.
be very nice. It will actually give a continuous supply of PGs as well.
Absolutely correct. That is exactly, again, win-win situation. Instead of going to district quarters hospital, headquarters hospital, where except for yellow color tablet and blue color tablet, there is nothing. Please send them. This is also district headquarters. Technically, this is also district hospital, but this is outstanding. As I say, your PGs will learn. Now, I will also take up the responsibility of making sure that those who are coming in postgraduate training here, when they go back, I will vouch and say that they will tell that, yes, we have learned much more than what we are learning in our parent organizations in the small, short period which we have spent. That is my responsibility. Whatever be the PG, subject doesn't matter. Any subjects post-graduation you send, and I will make sure that they'll go smiling and say, we have learned something from Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Medical Sciences or Sathya Sai General Hospital.
Okay, sir.
Sairam, sir.
Ravi Krishna has raised his hand. Dr. Ravi Krishna, the dental surgeon.
Sir,
Yeah.
sir, Sairam, sir.
Sairam.
Sir. Sir, is there any role for a dental surgeon to do
Yes,
service?
of course. Yes.
Short
There are,
duration of 4 days or 1 week service.
please come. We have got
Already I have attended 10 years back, sir.
yes.
4 days service. But right now I don't know nowadays
No.
in the services.
No. Please come. There is a running dental department, but you are more than welcome. You can definitely come and do. Suppose you are an endodontist, orthodontist, whatever, or general dentist. No problem. Yeah, no problem. You can be part of mobile hospital. You can be part of general hospital. You can see some patients in super specialty hospitals, because every heart patient we need a dental screen. So most welcome.
Sir. Thank you, sir. Sairam,
Yeah.
sir.
Sairam. So, because it's already 8:45, I don't want to take the time of all of you. It has been a great pleasure, and the opportunity which has been given to me by Sri Mukundan and Dr. Ramanohar, people like Gopi attending, it means a lot. So hopefully, at a national coordinator level, please try to take this message across and make sure that we'll be able to get things to a better shape with the combined effort of all of us. Shall we close the meeting, sir?
Sairam, doctor.
Yeah.
Any more question, please? Any more query?
No, sir. Sairam, sir.
Okay. Sairam to all of you, Reverend Dr. Anil Kumar sir. What a beautiful educative session this was. And what a great PR work Swami could, make out of this session. And doctor, we assure you, doctor, on the one side, the South Zone, for which we are responsible. From today, we will work it on, and we will see that devotee doctors and those who are interested will be reaching Prashanthigram Hospital as well as Whitefield, wherever the need is, and we will work it out. And last month, when we got there is a need for radiologists. We got one from Hyderabad, and probably she will be coming this month, November. She opted for November.
Sure.
And so in this way, we will work it out, and we will do everything with Bhagawan's grace for this work.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you so much, doctor. And the video will be ready by tomorrow, and this will go to every doctor. And we request all the participants to share the video of doctor's speech now to every doctor, to each and everyone in the medical fraternity, so that they will understand about Swami's hospital and the uniqueness of this hospital. What a great message Dr. Anil Kumar sir has given us. And on the other side, we thank you all members of medical fraternity. Please share this message to everybody in the profession. And for the next session, see that more doctors will be attending, because what a great educative part we are getting out of these sessions because of Bhagawan's blessing, Bhagawan's grace, and Bhagawan's will. Doctor, thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
We will work on it. And we thank Dr. Ramanohar Rao for being with us. We thank Brother Sai Teja for the IT work. We thank each and every brother and sister who joined us this session. And we express our deep gratitude to our beloved Bhagawan, because what a great information all the doctors and all of us received. Thank you, doctor.
Thank
all
you, sir.
doctors.
Sai Ram.
Thank all sisters.
Raman, brother, thank you.
Sai Ram, sir. We end with Shanti Mantra, sir. Mukundan, sir, please.
Sai Ram, sir.
Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Samasta loka sukhino bhavantu. Samasta loka sukhino bhavantu. Samasta loka sukhino bhavantu. Oh. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Jai Bolo Bhagawan Sri Sathya Sai Baba Ji ki Jai.
Sai Ram, everyone.
Sai Ram, sir.
Thank you.